Hey, what's up, everybody? Coach Matt over here, Primal Athlete Training Center, www.primalatc.com. This cold will not go away. I apologize for my stuffy nose and any words that come out of my mouth that might sound a little bit funny. Stuffy nose also seems to increase my New England accent. So for those of you from the other parts of the country, apologize in advance. New England accent is going to be coming through hardcore on this video. Got a really kind of funny, weird question today. Somebody sent me an email and asked me, what's the worst piece of advice that I've ever heard? Or what's the worst piece of advice that I was ever given when I was throwing, when I was coming up in high school and college? What's the worst piece of advice I was ever given? To be honest with you, there's been so many of them, I don't even know where to start. It's not that it's bad advice. All right, let's kind of put this out there. It's not really that it was bad advice or it was wrong or incorrect advice. It was just uneducated. You know, there's so much stuff out there that just does not apply. I mean, you hear it all the time. You know, you've got the people that are doing, we've talked about this before, people that are doing explosive movements for sets of 10 to 12. I mean, obviously, if you're doing a set of 10 or a set of 12, it's not explosive anymore. It's now become endurance. You know, do 15 box jumps in a row. Do 15 hurdle hops in a row. It's not explosive. If you start slowing down, it's not explosive anymore. We've talked about this ad nauseum for many, many times. You know, people always say things like, don't use full range of motion when you squat, because when you're in the shot circle, you're never going to be in a full squat, so you don't have to do that. Of course you want to get into a full range of motion when you squat or when you deadlift or when you do any other type of exercise. Proper form, proper technique, I mean, that's paramount in the weight room. So don't shortchange yourself and only go halfway down in a squat because you're only going to a half squat position in the circle. That's craziness. You know, you hear that all the time too. People are like, well, you only really use one leg when you glide, so do single leg exercises. Do a bunch of single leg stuff. You know, forget about doing just, you know, traditional squats or front squats because, you know, you're really throwing mostly with one leg when you glide. It's like, no, strengthen your entire body. You know, this is stuff that's been going around. It's been online. I mean, I started actually making a list, and I left the list at home. I wish I didn't leave the list at home, but some of the stuff was so ridiculous. You know, don't crack your knuckles before you throw the discus. What the hell does that matter? Don't crack your knuckles before you throw the shot. It's like, that stuff doesn't matter. There's a great saying that, I don't know where I first heard it, but you know, people are always saying it, and people are always putting it into articles and on Facebook and all this other stuff. And it goes, stop majoring in the minors. Okay? Stop focusing so much of your attention on the little stuff that just does not matter. Don't major in the minors, okay? Oh, should I put the incline bench at a 40-degree angle or a 38-degree angle? Should I be at this setting or that setting? Spend half an hour thinking about what angle to put the damn incline bench at. We should just be sitting down and moving some weight and getting stronger. Oh, should we squat down to an 18-inch box or should we go down to a 16-inch box? Stop majoring in the minors. Oh, the other day we used an overweight shot, and you know, we did 30 throws. Should we do, you know, 32 throws today with a 15-pound shot because the other day we did 30 throws with a 16-pound. Guys, too much time, too much energy is spent thinking about the little stuff. Focus on the big stuff. Most of the advice, the bad advice that I've heard over the years has gone against the idea of focusing on what matters. Putting too much emphasis, putting too much time, majoring in the minors, okay? Spending too much time on the little stuff that does not matter. That's probably the worst advice that I've heard. These videos came because of the fact that there's so much misinformation out there. So many things out there that people are saying that just don't apply. So many things out there that people are saying that just have nothing to do with throwing and really have nothing to do with what we do on a daily basis. So these videos out there exist because of all the bad advice, because of all the bad coaching that's out there. So the worst advice that I've ever heard, the list is a mile long. But most of that bad advice is, again, people majoring in the minors, just retelling bad advice over and over again until people think it's the truth. That's not the way it works. That's what these videos are here to do. Keep your questions coming in. That's why, I had never had any intention of doing camps around the country. I never had any intention of doing coaches clinics. I never had any intention of even doing these videos. But so many questions came in, which is misinformation and just bad stuff from certain people that were asking these questions. I didn't really have a choice. So keep them coming in. Let's keep solving these problems. Let's start focusing on the big stuff, stop majoring in the minors, and get a lot of these bad habits, a lot of this bad advice that's out there. Let's just do away with it and get rid of it and keep people learning more about the throws, keep improving, hitting more PRs, and really loving and promoting and doing this sport that they love. All right, guys, keep the questions coming in. If a camp or a clinic's in your area, it's definitely worth going to. And check out Primal ATC for all the information, all right? Talk to you guys soon.